Moving on, before I get to Ray J, I just want to address 50 Cent, right? 50. A lot of people don't like what you're doing with the Diddy thing. To each his own. Get your money, my nigga, right? However, all these people that get up here and tell these stories about Diddy, like Gene Squill, if you continue on this mission, can you please hold some of these people accountable, 50? 50, you can't keep letting these people come tell these stories about Diddy because if they saw it and they didn't do nothing, they were complicit, right? Now you got Gene Dale out here because he's speaking to Suge Knight, defending Suge Knight, saying Suge Knight ain't got nothing to do with Biggie getting killed. How you know that, nigga? You was bad boy. And now you death row, nigga? How is Gene Deal doing the interview now saying that Suge, and I'm not saying Suge did or didn't, right? But how is Gene Deal now going on the Art of Dialogue saying that Suge Knight ain't had nothing to do with Biggie getting killed? That it was Diddy fault. Diddy the one that brought him out there. Diddy wouldn't let him go to London, this, that, and the other. Like, isn't this the guy? Now, 50 Cent, I need you to do some research, 50. Gene is the one that told everybody on YouTube, in the YouTube universe, right? That he knew that that Biggie was going to get killed. He got the call from Unique Mecca Audio. He got the call from the girl on the block, right? Uh Chaz and them was sitting at the light when Biggie got smoked, right? This is the guy that had the guns on him, gave a gun to Paul, then he gave the gun to D-Roc. I didn't give the gun to D-Roc. I gave the ball to Pun, or I gave D-Roc the gun, right? Him being law enforcement, right? Knowing that he's getting several calls, 50. You can look this up, 50. Gene Deal and Alexa Alexandria, whatever your name, your last stand, whatever it is, who produces Netflix documentary on Diddy, right? Y'all going to sit there and do this story, right? So if y'all continue to do this story and y'all continue to move forward with this and say more about uh Biggie in particular, right? How don't y'all not hold people like Gene Dale accountable who was told, who was called and said that something was going to happen, and he law enforcement, and he didn't go to the LAPD and let them know this? 50, do you know that this dude gave D-Roc a gun and then took it back when they was leaving? Knowing that he done got several calls that something was going to happen, and you don't feel like he was complicit in this? 50, do you know that when they walked out of the Peterson and got in them cars, that Gene had uh what's his name? Tony Kenny. Had Kenny run the light and didn't tell Big and didn't tell Paul or the other car, didn't tell G Money that they was going to run the light. Kenny run the next three lights, Kenny. Now he's sitting around saying Suge is innocent after Reggie Wright Jr. went on Vlad TV and told Vlad that Suge was the one that got Biggie hit, allegedly, right? But if a dude that was Suge Knight's #1 man, Reggie Wright Jr., can go on Vlad, right? If he could go on Vlad and blame Suge, how was Gene, who was working for Bad Boy, going on the internet this week and saying Suge had nothing to do with Biggie getting killed? That nigga just met Suge this year. He just started talking to Suge this year, right? And Suge got him convinced that, and I'm not saying he did or he did have anything to do with it, but for Gene Deal to go on record and say that he know that Suge ain't had nothing to do with it and it was Diddy's fault, it shows you that nigga Suge talk game is on 100, my nigga. I tell you, nigga had me, goddamn it. But outside of that, you telling me Gene Deal can go on record and honestly say that Suge had nothing to do with Biggie being killed when his own people, LAPD, Greg Caden, tell us this whole Poochie story, Teresa Swan, Tammy Hawkins, whatever her goddamn name is. Reggie Wright Jr. sat there and said this and co-signed this. And Gene is telling Reggie, yo, am I in the Twilight Zone? Gene hates Diddy so much. For whatever, I'm starting to think he allegedly bumped that nigga. That nigga Gene is acting like a scorned woman. Like Diddy made him take that, allegedly. It ain't no way in hell. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Where Gene Dale, who was Bad Boy Security, is now saying on record that Suge Knight had nothing to do with, and I am not saying he did. I'm not saying he did at all. Right? But how would Gene know if Suge had anything to do with Biggie's murder? Greg Caden, where you at? How are you not responding to this? Gene Deal saying that Suge had nothing to do with it when you the one that said Reggie, Teresa Swan led you to get this confession that it was Poochie that did it, even though we all know that's a bunch of BS too, right? That nigga Gene is such a bitch that he done got down on his goddamn knees and sloppy top Suge Knight and is out here on video in the interview this week saying that it was Diddy's fault that Big got killed and Suge had nothing to do with it. And I'm not saying Suge did, but how would Gene know that? Somebody please tell me. Can somebody please tell me that how could Gene, like, there's another thing, 50. You got Gene who say that he knew about the drinks getting spiked, right? The dude told him, yo, don't drink the juice because, you know, they put the roofies in the juice. This is what he said, right? And I know many of y'all heard him say it. He said he drunk the juice one time and he passed out. And he said another time his baby mother drunk the juice and went and fell asleep in the car, right? On 2 occasions, he alleges that he witnessed drinks or the juice being spiked. He did not go to the police. He kept his job. He kept working, right? He says that he was told that uh the Danny the Kane girls, Diddy said, oh, how he was gonna pimp them out to his friends. He did not go to the police. He kept his job. He said he witnessed some domestic violence between Kim Porter and Diddy, allegedly, right? As law enforcement, he didn't report it. He kept his job. So my question to people like 50 and all these people that want to do these docs, like, how are y'all letting these people come up there and tell y'all these stories and not see that they was complicit in anything that was going on? That, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How do they get away with this? He can witness all this stuff and come on the internet and talk it, and nobody questioned why he never went to the police as law enforcement. And now he's an advocator. He's advocating for Suge. Suge ain't had nothing to do with Biggie. When Reggie Wright Jr. is the one that went on Vlad and the one that's in murder rap telling this whole Poochie story. And you telling me Gene Dale knows more than Reggie Wright Jr.? You see how these niggas can flip these niggas? That nigga is a groupie. That nigga is a groupie and a betrayer amongst like no other, bro. That nigga hate Diddy so much that he went and teamed up with Suge Knight and came up with this Corey Edwards stuff, right? Or Corey Jacobs stuff, pardon me. A nigga that this Suge don't even know. And now he's excluding him from the Biggie shit on record. If I'm Little C's, if I'm Little Kim, if I'm D-Roc, if I'm anybody in Junior Mafia, if I'm Faith, if I'm CJ, if I'm Diddy, I'm looking at this nigga Gene like, whose side was you on? Like, did you have intel what was going on? This is why what was the urgency for Gene to run the next 3 lights? Can anybody even guess? Why did he run the lights? What when they left out the hotel to go to the party? Did he tell the driver, yo, Kenny, when we leave out from the hotel or we leave from the mansion, run the next 3 lights? Why? What was the urgency for Gene to run the next 3 lights? What was the reason for Gene to leave his principal, Diddy or Biggie, and go downstairs and get the cars? What sense do that make for security? To leave niggas to go get cars, that's Little C's job. That's G Money's job. D-Roc could have did that. Nigga, you going to take your gun. Yo, here, D-Roc, hold this. I'm going downstairs to get the cars. Nigga, you leaving these niggas in a room full of Bloods and Crips? Or did you go downstairs and allegedly put them stickers on Big Vehicle? Or did you go downstairs and go say what's up to Chaz and them? What was the purpose of you being the security, leaving these niggas alone to go get cars, my nigga? So you just went around the room, yo, G Money, give me your valet ticket. Yo, Reggie, give me your whatever the other security dude name, right? Yo, give me your valet ticket. Yo, I'm gonna go downstairs and get niggas cars. Yo, hold his gun. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right back. Hold his gun. Nigga, you going to get the cars? What did you go downstairs for? To put them stickers on Big Vehicle to make sure that y'all vehicle didn't get shot up, allegedly? And to make sure y'all didn't get shot up, you made the nigga blow through the light and didn't tell nobody else? What was the urgency for Gene to run the next 50? Next time y'all niggas do a documentary and y'all get Gene on there, ask Gene Deal what was the urgency for him to run the 3 lights? What made him say, yo, when we pull out, run the next 3 lights and not tell nobody else? What did he know that nobody else know that we all know now that Big was going to get smoked at that light? And now you telling the Suge ain't had nothing to do with it? So who did it then? Since you know that Chaz and them was sitting there watching, you revealed that after Chaz died. And then when you come back, the killer's gone. They gone. You talking about you went and chased them. They was gone, nigga. You ran 3 lights. You bust that first left and was gone. You didn't even go straight. You bust the left and blew it. And then you come back and Big is sitting in the truck. Puff them ran over to the truck. You leave and said you went and go chase somebody. Who was you chasing? You thought them niggas was sitting there? They pull up, Big and them at the light. They pull up to the light. The white Land Cruiser pull up on the side of them. Here come the shooter. Clap, clap, clap. Pew! They book it, right? Nigga, y'all done ran the light and left these niggas. By the time they pulled up, y'all niggas done blew down. Y'all half a mile away. These niggas come clap, 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 clap. Pew! They gone. By the time you come back, y'all all jump out the car. Y'all run over to Big's car. Y'all all at Big's car. What do you think this car is sitting there waiting for y'all niggas? Them niggas sitting there smoking a cigarette. Yo, come on and chase us, niggas. Hurry up. Come on, man. We ain't got all day. Come chase us, G. Yo, where you at, G? Come chase us. Them niggas is gone. And you and Tone jump back in the car after y'all checked on Big. You got the guns. You security. You lead these niggas again. Talking about you was chasing the car. That been gone. Then when you come back, 50, are you listening? Go watch this nigga's interviews. Then he chased the car that's gone, and when he comes back, Big and Puff and them still at the truck. What do he do, y'all? Tell them in the comments. He leaves the light where they at the light and walks all the way back down to the garage to where they came out at. Talking about he was sitting in there chilling on the pillow. Sitting there chilling on the pillow, and he heard DJ Quick, what you call it, talking about, yeah, they said they was gonna get them niggas. Right? So now Big is still sitting there, Puff is still sitting there at the car. Gene, the only nigga with guns. Let him tell it. I'm the only nigga with guns. Right? You done ran the light. Big got shot. They come back. Him, Puffy, you and him, Gene and Puffy jump out the car to go check on Big. Tone, come on, Tone. They go and jump in the car. They leave the scene. Nigga, what if these niggas would have doubled back on the block and finished Puff and Big and them right there? Or whoever else was there. You leave to go, who you chasing, nigga? You ain't got no patrol car. You ain't busting the grate. You ain't shooting at nothing. Where you going? You ain't even licensed to even carry out there. You didn't have a gun permit in LA at that time. You didn't even have a worker's permit to be there. You was moonlighting. So you was going to chase a car to do what? You was chasing a car to do what? Pull it over and arrest somebody? You're not a cop. Then you come back. Biggie and Puff and them still right there. Biggie shot, bleeding out. And you go walk all the way back down. Do y'all know how far that corner is? From when they pull out and drive all the way up to the corner and the shooting happened? He goes all the way back down to the garage. And said, I'm chilling on a pillar listening to DJ Quick and them talk. Nigga, why you not standing right by Big and them niggas with the gun like this? Making sure nobody else come. Right? You go all the way down to the garage. Now, I know I'm not no detective. And I know I'm not a federal officer. But y'all not going to tell me ain't nothing strange about the security guy blowing the light and not telling nobody the plan. Come back, leave again. Come back, leave again, and go chill in the garage while all this chaos is going on around him, and he's not standing by Puff's side to be ready to shoot. And then Paul got to come and get Gene. Yo, Gene, what are you doing? We got to get out of here. And then they go back and get in the car, and then they drive to the hospital. And then the hospital right around the corner, and these niggas driving everywhere but where the goddamn, they was better off staying right there waiting for the ambulance. So, somebody need to ask this nigga, what was the urgency for y'all to leave the scene and leave everybody? And now you're sitting there saying Suge had nothing to do with it. And once again, I'm not saying Suge did. But how does Gene Deal, who was Bad Boy, now sit there and defend Death Row and say that Suge had nothing to do with it? What? You telling me Faith ain't looking at Gene suspect right now? I've been proposing this goddamn question for damn near 2 years now. What was the urgency? What made you run the lights? Why did you feel the need to run the lights? After y'all left the hospital, did you say, yo, Kenny, run the next 3 lights, Kenny, from the hospital? No. When y'all was at the basketball game, did you tell a nigga to run the 3 lights? No. When y'all left to go to the party, did you tell a nigga to run 3 lights? No. So what made Gene Deal feel the urgency leaving out of the Peterson Museum to leave niggas and not tell niggas that's following him what the plan was? What was the urgency? And now today he's saying he's defending death row. Psh, man, I would never trust that nigga. That nigga could be my brother, and I would not trust that nigga. That nigga got so much hatred in his life for Diddy that he's sitting here uh teaming up with uh Puff Ops and trying to create a narrative to try to keep Puff in jail. This nigga leave niggas naked, got the guns on him, and leave the scene twice. First blow out and run the light, leave niggas, come back, jump back in the car, go chase a car that's been gone for at least 3 to 5 minutes already. Because remember, when he come back, like he came right back and then said, come on, let's go follow the car. They jumped out the car, ran over the big car, seeing that Big was hit, this, that, and other. Then he decides to go get in the car with Tone and drive off. They going for another 3 to 5 minutes. They come back, and then he goes down into the garage, and he's chilling on the pillow listening to DJ Quick. And he's down in there for another 3 to 5 minutes. Right? It take him at least 3 minutes to walk back to the goddamn entrance of the other goddamn museum. And he said he was in there chilling on the pillow. This nigga Big is in the car shot, y'all. Big is in the car shot. Everybody's around the car. And Gene leaves everybody, and he's security with the gun. Niggas could have rolled right back up and sprayed them niggas, and Gene is not nowhere to help. So 50, if y'all plan on doing another part and y'all putting this on Biggie on Puff, at what point do y'all say that Gene Deal was complicit in this whole thing? At what point? He taking guns back from niggas. He's running lights, leaving niggas without telling the plan. He's coming back head of security or part of security. And don't stand there and hold niggas down, right? He leaves the scene again. Comes back and leaves the scene again and go in the garage. And now he get on the internet this week talking about Suge ain't had nothing to do with it. It was Diddy's fault. Now I know how charismatic Suge is because I done talked to the nigga way longer than Gene was talking to him. But Gene is out here talking to Suge, and that nigga got him flipped. When Suge own head of security turns rat and working with the LAPD, Greg Caden, and gives up Suge and gives up Keefy D, you telling me that Gene Deal knows more than Reggie Wright Jr.? That nigga need to be in jail. That nigga need to be in jail, man. All the stuff that he keeps saying he witnessed, all the stuff that he said that happened, and he up here telling all these stories, and not once did he go to the police for anything? Not for anything? Diddy did this, Diddy did that, Diddy did this, Diddy did that. And he stayed there and kept working, just like the rest of them. All these people, none of them got a police report for nothing. But Diddy was such a horrible person that they kept working. They kept singing. They kept dancing. They kept doing. Did he do a Bad Boy reunion? They show up. Did he get awards? They show up. Did he go to jail? They leave like roaches when the lights cut on. And they come out here and they're getting these monies off of these interviews. But this nigga here is the worst of them all. Now he's Suge Knight's best friend. Now he's excluding Suge Knight from anything. And I'm not saying Suge did anything. But this nigga is saying he knows Suge ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Like, he's contradicting Reggie Wright Jr. and Greg Caden. Like, I would love to see what Greg Caden got to say about this. Maybe Greg Caden could tell us why Gene ran the 3 lights and why he left the scene and why he went to the garage. Not to mention when Diddy came back to New York, Gene ain't even go with Diddy. You Diddy security. Diddy goes to San Diego to fly out, and you don't leave with him? But you Diddy security. Yo, man. I'm forever going to scratch my head on that one. I'm going to forever scratch my head on that one. Kenny running next 3 lights. Why, Gene? What are we running the lights for, Gene? Kenny just running next 3 lights, so let me drive. Because he knew the hit was coming. And y'all don't think he know who did it? Y'all don't think he went downstairs to scout it out or to set it up allegedly? And then come back upstairs and take the only gun that was in Big's car back? Then go downstairs and leave niggas? And mysteriously these stickers get put on Big's truck that wasn't there when they got there? Okay. Okay. Maybe he'll tell you the truth, 50. Make sure you ask him. Cause you definitely you out here pushing the narrative. Can you just please find out those questions if y'all decide and all y'all gotta do is feed that nigga cheese. Throw some money at him. He'll put his hands on his knees and start bucking his fat butt. Make him twerk. Just give him some money. Feed him cheese until his doodle start making sense. Feed him dollars until his doodle start making sense. He'll talk. All you gotta do is put a dollar in that nigga mouth. That nigga's like that little black minstrel show piggy bank. You just put the money in his mouth. Nigga just start talking. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. You'll see that big nigga. Just throw dollars on that nigga. I don't do interviews unless I'm getting paid. They don't want to pay me. I ain't going to talk. I ain't going to do nothing. Hands on your knees. Here, ho. Here, ho. That nigga Art of Dialogue, he like the strip club nigga. He just make it rain on Gene. Talk, bitch. That nigga Art of Dialogue, he got the money gun. He just be like, talk, ho. Talk, ho. Talk, ho. That nigga get up there and be telling the same stories over and over. Go ahead, ho. Go ahead, ho. That nigga be, go ahead, ho. Yeah, ho. Keep talking, ho. Ho ass nigga. He just be throwing money on that nigga. And that nigga just keep running his mouth. Ho ass nigga. I saw the check, for Pac's life. I ain't see the check. I never said that. I said that. Talk, ho. Go ahead, ho. Talk. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Big ass nigga with a thong on. Jeannie Santana. Saucy said Jeannie Tanner. That nigga need a purse and some lipstick. Hands on your knees, ho. That nigga do any bands to make him dance. Bands to make him dance. Bands to make him talk. Bands to make him talk. Drop it like it's hot, ho. That nigga is a hoe for some dollars, boy. Oh man, I'm about to make a new song. I'm about to make a strip club song called Gene Squill. Bands to make him talk. Bands to make him talk. That nigga up there in a straight up G-string lipstick in a little Gucci purse. No, that nigga don't even get a Gucci purse, bum nigga. That nigga got a Coach bag.